From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for Yan Dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So West Virginia's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
What a start for the defense, and I tell you what, this might start to affect how I call the game and what I think the offense can do, because if this rain keeps coming down and affecting the throwing, this allows me to be way more aggressive on defense. Nice start for this D.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to go up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down. And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Movement here from the tight end. Feeling some heat. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but Instead, he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Touchdown, Penn State! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Right back to it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On third down, going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
A strike downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Green. Coming after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd down.
The give to the tailback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It's complete on the right side. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third.
Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Number 3.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. The offense lining up for a first down play. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line gets set, first down. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Donaldson. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's...
He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Nice move to keep moving. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Allard. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now it's second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Penn State! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
Penn State 35. West Virginia, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your West Virginia Mountaineers will take over.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing real.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And they'll take over.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg the difference.
They'll give it to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the key.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly.
Second down.
And what in the world? Did he think he heard a whistle or something? For some reason, he spiked the ball. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
At the 8-yard line. Now, 4th down.
The Mountaineers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Snags a quick pass on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. They'll go right back to it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Grabbed in the middle. It's Wallace. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Takes the handoff. It's Donaldson. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Scanning the field, it's Green. He tries to take the top off, and it's his 4th interception of the night. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Billman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that. Down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls his way forward. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Green. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
West Virginia, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Here comes the offense on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Green. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ray. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, West Virginia.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250.
And that is... Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. The Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will take the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Hands it off. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. To the air, it's Green. Makes his connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's crossed. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. They go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying play action. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go...
Fires! Welcome to the all-new recruiting system in EA Sports College Football 25. Our new recruiting system follows a 3-stage recruiting process. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they are there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. Selecting actions also helps to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player on the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interests that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host a recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day. From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for Yan Dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. And the Mountaineers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the...
Offense will take over.
So Penn State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Aller. Gets it out fast. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You've got to find him in the passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to the running game. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. With the catch, it's Saunders. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker.
That is a great way to set the tone not only for the game, but for a season.
Everyone's got high hopes. Everybody wants to win a championship. Everybody wants to do big things. But to come out and do it on the first drive, you talk about building some confidence, starting your season off with a bang.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he intercepts it.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover two, you got two safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going again.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Allard. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He'll bring it back. It's Farmer. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Looking for a deep man. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Buys a little, and this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, the quarterback was trying to do his best. He did a great job shaking a few defenders, but ultimately it was that pursuit by the defense that got home.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised.
Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
down for the offense.
To throw, it's Allard. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to get to him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Allard. Dumps it to the back. Never breaks stride. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
A loss of 11 on the play.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Down, West Virginia.
They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Working that left side now.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He fires to the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's got 43 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Allard. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Farmer. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get enough.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And he pushed it to the right.
Is no good. That keeps the score. West Virginia, 13. Penn State, 7.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wallace. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Farmer. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Robinson. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback is up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Solid punt headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them.
Afterburners coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw into the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
Looking for room. It's Donaldson. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, They're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And it's no good. He missed it. The lead is still 6 after the miss. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Farmer. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll immediately call timeout. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. But on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Striving for the goal line, loose football. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. He's picked up 49 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Now on second down. Give to the running back. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
On the play. Third down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, and it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. The defense clearly not fooled, got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Now, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punting.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Wants to throw. It's Allard. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. You think you can't see them. These guys, they're 6'5", 6'.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the ground, it's Singleton. He has 60 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Wallace. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Now this offense is back on the field. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On the run, it's Singleton. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. First down, 10 yards to go. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Allard. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man.
Oh, look out! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to get to it. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
And the Mountaineers are on the move. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Avoids pressure. Getting some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. 1st down for this offense. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
To the air, it's Allard. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers, trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Warren. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the cube.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
West Virginia, 33. Penn State, 7.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Allard. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Going up top on first down. Fires left. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And the timing just a hair off.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center and when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Coming after it. Fires to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating the pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside their 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He's now got 78 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Green. Now sliding to his left. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia! These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks this one through, and that's been anything but easy for this kicker. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetrating.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're setting up the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's...
He wants to take the top off. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. 2nd down coming up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
3rd down coming up.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know.
And they'll fake it again. Oh, look out, there he goes. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Oh, I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver, throws it to him.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And, man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, and you got to wonder what his confidence is like right now. He's cost his team 9 points so far.
Snagged on the outside, it's Fleming. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner is stopped. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it fly. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, West Virginia 47, Penn State 7.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Morgantown. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
To kick this one away.
Inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Running with power. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the beatdown has ensued. The AT unit on the field. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes him talk to the hand. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On the return, it's Farmer. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
At the 47-yard line. Now,
and the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. You may keep... They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. The offense set for a 1st down play. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Allard. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
A soaring high punt with serious hang time. Looking for a block. It's Farmer. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making the situation a lot more manageable.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Caught near the sticks. It's Donaldson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Touchdown, West Virginia! And the stomping has commenced.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 9 to Notre Dame. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys. guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Warren. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. On the ground, it's Wallace. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Allard. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the route is on.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
On to attempt the try. And this time he knocks it through. He's already missed 3 of those babies. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
After the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Scanning the field, it's Allard.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking for space, it's Allen. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
Off he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's...
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the pummeling has started.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he does it again. Misses another extra point. That's 3 today.
West Virginia, 75. Penn State.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
41. Set to kick this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Dropping back, it's Allard. Pressure coming. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in speed.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Mountaineers are in the red zone. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Touchdown, West Virginia! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Allard. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with a pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
He uncorks one deep. And it's caught inside the 15. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the beatdown has ensued. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
Lining up to add another. And it's no good for the 4th time today.
That keeps the score. West Virginia, 88. Penn State, 7.
Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
To the ground with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. First down to start the drive after the break. 29 Philly, 2-9. To the air, it's Aller. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Running it back, it's Farmer. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Leaves it with the running back. Discards a man. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he holds it in at the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Aller. On the move, he fires. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
First down, Zach pushes it back. Now it's second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a... The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Bringing it back, it's Farmer.
Return is brought down at the 39. And your West Virginia Mountaineers.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on its way. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's White. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you run offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown Mountaineers, and the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They almost had another interception Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. He'll bring it back. It's Farmer. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this kid.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long.
But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. 2nd and short now after that completion. Dropping back, it's Allard. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Fleming. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the single back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. He's got it on the move. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allard. They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Farmer. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the ball squirted out. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball more. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He'll get rid of it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Fair catch, called for and made. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
On the run, it's Donaldson. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets into the 25. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And the Mountaineers get it past the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the pummeling has started.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's a throw downfield late. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cross. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And, man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know how to play with the lead. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. Right there, that's one of the bigger plays they've given up today. And at this point in the game, garbage time, you're all right with that, man.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And he missed it. No good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Coming after him. He's got it on the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, it's Allard. They're bringing heat. Takes the easy one to the back. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. but they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.